What's up, guitar nerds? Brad from simpleguitar.com here, and today we're continuing our Christmas videos. And so I'm pulling one from the vault that I did a couple years ago that was really cool. I have a lot of new subscribers. I just crossed 28,000 subscribers, which kind of blows my mind. And so there's a lot of videos that a lot of you guys have not seen yet. So for me, it's really cool to highlight some of my older videos for you guys that have a lot of really good stuff in them. And this one is Christmas themed. So we're gonna play Silent Night, but we're gonna take it from total beginner level 1 all the way up to a full like guitar arrangement, solo guitar, where you can play the melody and the chords at the same time, and it's super awesome. I end up playing this every Christmas season. I think Silent Night is like one of the most essential Christmas songs to be able to play, especially as a guitar player, because it was originally written for the guitar. Now, there's also music for this. If you want the tab for all 4 levels of this song, you can go to simpleguitar.com/Silent Night, and there you can download all of the tabs for each level. And that'll also get you on the mailing list for our Q&A call that we're gonna do this month on Monday the 22nd, and it'll get you on the mailing list so you can get all the info that you need for the upcoming Guitar Basics Bootcamp that is launching in January 2026. So if you're just starting out or you're feeling stuck, this bootcamp is going to be 5 hours of classes with me in 1 week, and you're going to be doing everything that you need to get the basics down in a week so that you don't feel like a beginner for years. And you can also get a VIP ticket with an extra 5 hours of access to me, but there's only 10 of those tickets. So you're gonna wanna get those before it's too late. So get on the mailing list so you can get all the info for the Guitar Basics Bootcamp. And otherwise, let's dive into Silent Night. So let's dive into level 1. Level 1 is just doing the melody of Silent Night. So this is actually going to be 1 note at a time, really straightforward, really easy. So for this, we're going to start with just your 3rd fret on your 2nd string, which you can use your 2nd finger for this because we only play the 1st fret at the very end of the song. So I like to use my 2nd finger on that 3rd fret just because it makes life easier for me. But you've got this. So that's the first phrase. It repeats twice, and it's just your 3rd fret on your 2nd string, your open high E string, your open 1st string, and your open 2nd string. That's it. Super easy, right? Then after that, we're going to come up to the 5th fret on your 1st string, and down to 2, and then we're going back to that 3rd fret. Now the 3rd phrase is all open strings with your 3rd and 2nd fret. So it'll go like this. Now we're gonna go back up to your 5th fret and then play your 8th fret. So that starts on your 5th fret, and you're playing that twice, and then 8, 5, 2. Then we're gonna go up to 3, and then slide up to 7. Then for the last phrase, we're gonna do your 3rd fret on your 1st string, to your 3rd fret on your 2nd string, open 2nd string. Then you're gonna do your 3rd fret on your 2nd string again, and then the 1st fret, and then the 2nd fret on your 3rd string, and then your 3rd string open. So this whole melody put together is gonna go just like this. That's about as simple as we can do that. Now, here's the good thing about this. As you're playing this, you can sing along with it so that other people can sing along to the melody as you play it. But that's as easy as this gets. So that's level 1. So if you need to rewind, you can practice along. You can slow down each section. You can practice level 1 and have fun with that. Now let's go on to doing the chords with level 2. Now for level 2, you're going to need 3 chords. You're going to need a G chord, a C chord, and a D chord. And that's it for this. Now you can use a simple G, a simple C, and a D. That's okay, not a problem. But for what I'm gonna show you here today, I'm gonna use full chords. Now it's important to note that this song is in 3/4 time. So each measure has 3 beats. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna strum 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm just strumming dotted half notes, which takes up 3 beats. So I'm strumming 1 time per measure, and that is it. Now, the good thing about this is you can get more complicated with your strumming, or you can do a 3/4 finger picking pattern, whatever you want to do. But I'm just giving you the bones to this so that you can start to play with it and kind of make it your own thing. Now, there are some variations on the chords, and I'll explain those as we go. So to start out, we're doing a G chord, and we're going to play this G chord for 4 measures. Now, you can just play a standard G chord, but what I have here in the tab is doing a G chord with your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And you're actually not hitting the 1st string at all. So you're gonna go like this, okay? And the reason why I did that is because that is the 1st note of the melody. And then on the 2nd measure, you're actually gonna let up on that 2nd string and play it open. So the 1st measure, you have your 3rd fret like this, and the 2nd measure, and then the 3rd measure, we're gonna do that 3rd fret again. 4th measure, we're gonna do it open. Then we're gonna switch to a D chord, and we're gonna play that D chord for 2 measures. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going back to G for 2 measures, which this 1st measure of G, we're just going to do a standard full G. So your 2nd string is open. We're playing the 3rd fret on your 1st string. And then we're going back to putting your 3rd finger on the 2nd string. Then we're going to go to a C chord for 2 measures. And for the 2nd measure, if you want to, you can put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of your 1st string. And then we have our G, where we're gonna do the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then 2nd string open, then back to C. And same thing on the 2nd one, you can put the 3rd fret on your 1st string, and then your G, and then 2nd string open. Now we're going back to D for 2 measures, and then G for 2 measures. On the 2nd measure, we're gonna do a little variation on it. This is gonna make you sound awesome when you do this too, because the note in the melody that happens next is up on the 7th fret. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just slide up to the 7th fret, and I don't care what finger you use. You can use whatever you're playing your 1st string with for that G chord, whether it's your 3rd or your 4th finger, whatever it is, okay? But you slide that up to your 7th fret on your 1st string, and you're gonna play your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings open with that, like this. Because that's gonna give you that G chord, and you're gonna hit that high melody note as well. Then we're gonna go back to G. And we're just gonna play that for 1 measure, and then we go to D, and then back to G to finish it off. And so all together, this would go like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So that is level 2 of Silent Night. This one is great. If you want to sing it, it makes it really easy if you're just playing these dotted half notes, so you're only strumming once per measure. Or you can have other people sing along too, whatever you want to do. So this way, you can be the life of the party, right? Hey, hope you're enjoying this lesson on Silent Night. Remember, you can pick up the tab by going to simpleguitar.com/Silent Night. And when you put in your name and your email to get the tab sent to you directly, that'll put you on my mailing list so that you will get all the details on our upcoming Q&A call this month and next month's Guitar Basics Bootcamp. Now let's dive back into the song. Now let's go ahead and do level 3. Okay, so for level 3, we're gonna take the chords and the melody and combine them. Now, if you've noticed, when I'm strumming the chords, I'm doing a slow, kind of a brush stroke. So I'm almost arpeggiating it, but it's a little bit faster than that. And you're gonna wanna do that for level 3 and for level 4, because that highest note that you're playing in each chord is gonna wanna stand out, because that's the melody note that you're gonna be playing. So here's where we're gonna start with level 3. We're gonna start with that G chord with your third finger on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string, and we're gonna play this. So we're just playing exactly what we did for level 2, but we're throwing in the other melody notes from level 1. We'll play that a second time. But now, instead of doing our standard D chord, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to your 5th fret and you're gonna bar your first 3 strings on the 5th fret. And then I want you to add your 3rd finger to the 7th fret on your 2nd string. And then we're gonna play your 4th string open, so you're gonna get this. That's a D7 chord, it's beautiful, and it's gonna be handy later. The other way that you could do this is you could do a D chord with your 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string, and then your pinky on that 5th fret of your 1st string, and then go to a standard D chord. Or if you're doing this, either way, but you're just barring those first 3 strings, and you can use your 3rd or 4th finger to play the 7th fret on your 2nd string. That just gives it a little bit more flavor and makes it sound nice. Once we have our D7, you're gonna hit that 1st string 5th fret 1 time, and then change to a standard D. Or if you're doing the other version of it, you're gonna play this and hit that 1st string 1 more time, and then your standard D. Either way. Then for the next measure, we're gonna play a standard G chord, and then hit that 1st string 3rd fret again, and then change to the, move your 3rd finger over to the 2nd string. Now we're gonna go to our C major, hit that 1st string open, and then you're gonna put the pinky down on that 3rd fret 1st string. Now this next part's tricky because we want to hit that C chord and let as much of it ring out as we can, but we're gonna play the 2nd fret on the 1st string. So what I do is I let go with my 3rd finger and bring that open and hit the 2nd fret 1st string and the open on the 1st string. And then I'm gonna hit G with the 3rd fret on my 2nd string, which that's just a repeat of our very first phrase. Then we're gonna repeat that whole line again. Now, this is the best time to do that D7 that I showed you earlier, because what you're gonna wanna do is come up here to the 5th and 7th fret, hit that 1st string 5th fret, and then we're gonna put your pinky down on the 8th fret of your 1st string, and you're gonna get this lovely chord. And then we're gonna play the 5th fret on your 1st string, and then the 7th fret on your 2nd string. So all together, you're gonna get this. And then you're gonna come down to your G, and then slide that up. Now I'm just using my second finger here to block my other string so I don't accidentally get like an open fifth string. Because that sounds like mud. Then we're gonna do a standard G chord, and then your third fret on the second string, and then open second string, and then a D chord. But I'm only doing the fourth, third, and second strings of this because that melody note's that third fret on the second string. And then the first fret on my second string, and then second fret on my third string, and then a G chord. Now you can end that G chord right there on your third string because that's your melody note, or you can keep going and add that higher third that's your open second string. Whatever you think sounds best. But that's level 3. So let me play through this really simply, because the cool thing about this is I put it on the tab really simple, but you can embellish the heck out of this. You can use different flat picking patterns. You can just hit random strings for the chords. You can do all sorts of stuff. But this time I'm gonna play through it pretty much just like it is on the tab. And then you can get creative with it and do your own thing and make it your own. So once you get level 3 down, it's great to play for groups to sing at parties and stuff because you're actually playing the melody. So you're guiding people along as you accompany them with the chords. But it also sounds stellar if you're just playing it by yourself. Now let's go ahead and dive into level 4, which is a variation on level 3, and this will actually be a lot quicker. Okay, so for level 4, what we're gonna do is we're going to take the idea that we did in level 3, where we're combining the chords and the melody, and we're gonna change it up, because here's the cool thing. Without diving into a bunch of music theory, every major chord that we play has what we call the relative minor, which is basically a minor chord made from the same scale, and they're really closely related to each other. So for example, for a G chord, the relative minor of G is E minor. The relative minor for C is A minor. And the relative minor of D is B minor. And so what I did is I took the relative minors and I changed it so that this song, instead of being G for 4 measures, and then D for 2 measures, and then G for 2 measures, I actually changed it so that every measure I'm alternating between the major chord and its relative minor. By switching these chords, instead of just staying on the major chord the whole time and switching over to the relative minor, what it does is it gives it a totally different feel, a totally different flavor, and I like it personally. You can let me know what you think down in the comments, but this is my favorite version to play for people. I think it's pretty. So let's walk through it really quick. So we're gonna start our level 4 with our G with the ring finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, just like we did, and we're gonna play the melody, and then switch to E minor. And we're gonna hit that open 2nd string to hit that melody note. And then we're gonna switch to our D7 up here, and then change to B minor here. And then from that B minor, we're gonna go to our G, and then E minor 7, which is like the prettiest chord ever. And then we have our C. Now I have A minor 7 on here, but my fingers are fat, so most of the time I play A minor because my 2nd finger just catches my 3rd and 4th string, but you get this. So we'll have our C, and switch to A minor, and then G, E minor, then we go back to C, A minor, G, E minor. Now we're going to go back up to our D7. And then G. Now this is the same thing that we did before, except now I'm adding this open E string to it. And my second finger is just lightly touching my 5th and 4th strings. So I've got my 6th string ringing open, my 3rd string ringing open, my 2nd string open, and then my 3rd finger is playing the 7th fret on my 1st string, which that sounds really cool when you put that all together and you get. Now I hit my 2nd string on that 3rd fret so I can hear that slide. That's just a stylistic thing. You can do that if you want. Then the rest of it is pretty much the same thing that we did before. Except here, I've been going 1st fret on the 2nd, and then the 2nd and a pull off to the open 3rd string, and then my G chord. So all together, level 4 sounds like this. Now, like I said before, with level 3 and level 4, you can get a little bit more creative with it. You can pick other strings. You could be going. Right? Whatever you want to do. So get creative with it. Have fun. Work on whatever level is going to be easiest for you, because with all these Christmas parties that are going to be happening now, with Christmas coming up, this is a great opportunity for you to get out your guitar, go play for people, have them sing along. And Silent Night is a song that everybody knows and can sing pretty easily. So there you have it, guys. That is 4 levels of how to play Silent Night and turn it into something really simple that everybody can sing along with, to something where you get to perform and shine and stand out in the whole crowd. So have fun with that. Remember to go to simpleguitar.com/Silent Night, pick up the music and get on the mailing list so that you can join me for our Q&A call this month on the 22nd, and to get all the details for our upcoming Guitar Basics Bootcamp that is launching January 2026. It's going to transform your guitar playing and help you get unstuck. So thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments which one of these levels is the one that you are most excited to try, and I will see you in the next lesson.